Hello, welcome to another multi-table tournament. This is the Big 550 played on the 16th of July. I think it's the 16th, let me check, yep. This is the third orbit, I think. I got a walk in the big blind once, so this is the second orbit actually. We have pocket sevens who get a min raise and a call. So we call because we have position, and most of the time the blinds are gonna call this as well anyway with any two. Which they do, so I have to pay 40 for a pot of 200 and can set mine, which I hit. And then it checks around. Now, this is a draw heavy board with the blinds in there. They could easily have 6-8, 2 clubs. So I decide to lead out. I have position, so it can look bluffy. And I get 2 callers and the original razor and limper fold. 3 doesn't change anything unless someone is playing 4-6, so they both check. Still draw heavy, so I decide to lead again. Or to bet again at least, and they both call again. Interesting. And then the flush comes in and they both check. I'm never gonna bet for value here, so I check behind, got 2 streets of value. They show ace jack and ace 9 normally, I think. Yeah, there it is. So got paid by 2 aces. Pretty interesting that he, didn't 3-bet with ace jack there, which I think is correct. We have ace 8 in the small blind, get a call. We have a pair, so we check, he bets, I call, because we do have a pair, of course. We're pre-flop aggressor and don't continue on that board, so he assumes it misses us. We check, ace comes, so we bet. Basically wrapping the ace, which we actually have, and hoping he or she has one as well. Which he did, he had ace 5, but I had 2 pair, so another pot for me. I was like, holy shit. So we switch tables, apparently. Queen 10 on the button, 2 Broadway cards. We get a call. Flop comes ace high, he checks, so I can wrap the ace, just lead out here for 105, a bit below half, and my opponent folds. So just stealing, get a call from the big blind, which can be wide range, considering this guy, I think. This time we have queens, check, bet. I think we get a caller. Yeah, we get. And then fold. Flop a set, draw heavy board though, so we continue our pre-flop aggression, a bit low because we actually do want the call. Draw enters, so we check, he checks behind. Board pairs here, which makes it realistic for me. I have a full, so I decide to lead high. I hope he has a nut flush or something, but he doesn't, he just gives it up. Maybe I missed value here, but I don't know. Queen 6 on the button, I think there's just a standard steal here, yeah. Min raise and fold. Just to indicate that it doesn't really matter what you have on the button here. As soon as entes are there, you can almost always min raise and steal. Okay, this is a hand that needs some explaining first, I guess. This guy is tilting. I consider him to be a bad player. He played queens in position against this guy previous hand. This guy was in the blinds. Flop came king high, he checks, he bets, he calls. At that point he has to be alarmed because it wasn't a draw heavy board. He checks, he bets, he calls, and then on the river he shoves or something. And he doesn't throw away his queens, so he doubles the guy up with queens. So I think he's tilting here. I assume I can bait him and I can extract value because his calling range here is going to be way too wide because he's tilting, and as you can see he plays 24%, which is way higher than me, of course, especially in tournaments. So it does make the call, and the flop comes 10-6 deuce. Now I don't think 10-6 deuce is the absolute max. Like, what the hell does he call a 3-bet with that hits this? Maybe pocket 10s, that's about it. Because paying 450 for my stack with 6 other deuces would be wrong, so it can only be pocket 10s, or maybe ace 10. Oops. God damn it. Let's go to the flop again. So he checks, I just check behind, and then the board pairs on the 6, he checks again. Now I don't think the 6 makes that huge of a difference in a hand-to-hand end here, so I bet 750, which is the low end, and he just flats. then the 10 pairs, and he leads out. Now, I thought about this a lot, but I'm like, yeah, if the 10 pairs, the odds of him having that are even lower. He knows it's a scare card, so I think I have to make the call, and he shows me 6 deuce. He fucking called the 3-bet out of position with 6 deuce. That's how tilting this guy, that's how tilted this guy was. But okay, he got lucky and didn't pay me off, but at that point I'm at 11 big blinds. So I have an ace, I'm willing to go all in with ace, with the big blinds, and we min raise under the gun with 11 big blinds, and we get 4 callers. What the hell? The flop is favored for us though, because we got a nut flush draw, and someone leads out. I obviously shove there. I mean, I think that's pretty standard there with a... And then he reshoves, and I'm like, oh, and he calls. I'm like, oh, and he folds. Okay. We get there on the turn. I mean, we have the nuts here. And the river doesn't change anything except they had 3-4 maybe. Guy shows aces, understandable then. And this guy showed top pair and a king kicker, so he also cracks the aces. But I triple up here, a bit more even, and I'm back in the game here. This is the hand that I needed to win to get back into the game, or else I would have lost. Queen jack here, middle position, standard steal, but I do get a call. Flop comes ace high, guy checks. I obviously lead out here. I mean, I can definitely rep the ace, and this is the tilting guy, by the way, and he folds. I think middle position, flop, board comes ace high, you get a call out of the big blind. You usually can rep that ace. Ace queen in position. Guy just limps, gets followed to this guy who raises, and I re-raise. So I 3-bet after a limper. He calls, and he calls, I think, yeah. So if I don't hit this, I'm gonna fold. But I hit the queen, he checks, he checks. Obviously gonna continue here. I mean, I have top pair, top kicker. 850, he calls, and he folds. That's a pretty interesting call, by the way, and then the 6 doesn't change anything in my opinion. He checks, I think I bet full stack. So just saying, hey man, you either have it or you don't have it, and he doesn't. No clue what he called with on the flop, maybe a flush draw. 2 over in the flush draw or something, I don't know. Seems weird to limp twice there. Maybe very speculative hand, but don't think the guy is that good. 10-7 in the cutoff, and we get a call out of small blind. And flop comes ace high. I think I can rep the ace here after enough that I bet. Guy folds. Okay, thought this was another hand, but guy folds. Have limited amounts on him, but he played 2 hands so far out of the blind. So here we have pocket kings on the big blind. Yay me. Fold, fold, fold. Guy limped, another limper, and this is tilting guy, so I make it 450, 3x. We get 2 callers, and we flop a set. Ace high, and we flop a set, so pretty nuts. I check, he leads, because I feel someone has an ace, one of these two. So I min raise, he shoves. I mean, obviously calling, I have a set, and he did indeed have an ace. But it's starting very, very thin. We have the blocker for the king, so less likely that I had it, and he had probably just an ace, ace 9, yeah, even a weak ace. So we gain a bunch of chips again. Ace 10 here. We min raise, pretty early position, maybe a bit early. This is probably the bottom of my range here, and we get 2 colors, 3 colors. Well, we get 4 colors, so I have to hit this board pretty hard before I'm ever gonna do anything. Well, I got top 2, so I'm gonna continue here, and they all fold. Like, what the hell did they call me with that dismisses them? But okay, I mean, we hit top 2, and we gain a bunch of chips again. Pocket 9s on the button. Pretty good hands. Guy bets. I re-raise, I think. No, I just flat with 9s. He checks, folds, and a fold and a call. So I play 9s in position, and board comes queen 7-7. Check, bet, call. I think I call this because I feel that 9s are usually good enough here. A jack comes. He bets again, and this is the point that I'm gonna give it up. Like if he leads there twice, he usually has something like on a paired board. Uh, Seems unlikely to lead there twice, but it did cost me some big blinds. And now we're here apparently. So another, nah, the same table. That's odd. So we open with ace jack, and we get two colors, and we're out of position. We totally miss the flop, so we check. It's a paired board. I hate paired boards. Guy shoves. I'm obviously folding. I mean, sure, if he wants to shove there, that's fine. It's a paired board. I'm not willing to call there with ace jack and no redraw. Ace 10 in the cutoff gets to us. We raise. We get a call again. Guy has above my VP, but that's fine. And another call. Totally miss, but we're gonna c-bet here, I think. No, we don't. No clue why we didn't c-bet. I think normally just check high I would c-bet, but I think I make it late c-bet then. Nah. Blind leads out, I fold. And this guy calls. I guess with the ace 10, I thought it was too narrow of my range. They didn't want to do anything with it. Didn't have any redraw. But it goes check check. Guy shows king deuce. Deuce is good. Okay then. 9 is good, sorry. Ace queen suited. I mean raise. I mean it's ace queen. It's a premium. We get 3-bet, so we would be playing this other position. I think the tilting guy calls, so I don't actually take him into account. I think his range is way too loose. We have 2 overs and a redraw to the king high. Guy just makes a standard c-bet here, I think. I probably should have folded this here. Yeah, I do. Okay. I was thinking I didn't fold it there, but I did. Like, not folding that there would be in trash. Here we have aces again. Get fold, a raise, fold. I think I just flat here. Nah, I 3-bet. That's fine, I think. Just narrowing the range. This is another guy, and I get 2 callers. So yeah. Flop comes a bit draw heavy, but this can definitely have hit our range. So I'm gonna c-bet here, and I do get a call. So I'm gonna play this pot in position, and that comes. But I do have the ace, so I think I have to call this anytime, because I have the ace redraw. The guy had nothing, I think. He has ace queen, so yeah, he had totally nothing. He had a gut shot to the jack. No clue why he shoves there. Like I have aces. I'm never gonna lay that down there. I'm not gonna lay that down there. I would lay it down, I think, if I didn't have the redraw to the nut flush. I'm not sure about it. King deuce on the button, but I do get a call. I hit my deuce. I actually flop a monster pair and flush draw. Here I get an open ender with it. He checks twice to me, so I mean I have a flush draw, a pair, an open ender. But apparently I check it. What's this? Do I think my king is good? Oh, my king was actually good. I guess I want to do this for information or something. I don't know. I probably should have bet that at one point. Wow, that was odd. Anyway, so further in the tournament, we have ace 8-9. We just complete here. He checks and we flop a gut shot. So I check, and I check. Board pair, so I'm definitely gonna give up this hand anytime. Like anytime, even to a bet of 50 cents, I'm gonna give up the hand. Guy re-raises, gets a call. Queen, I think he shoves here. Yeah, 925. He calls and he has the flush, of course. He has a flush, 10 high, and he had pocket trees. No clue why he kept calling there. Pocket tree seems too weak there, but okay. 8-6 suited, pretty early position, but I do make the standard min raise. Blinds are high enough that people are willing to give them up. Get a call out of the big blind, comes ace-9. Guy leads out. I mean, this is insta fold. Still gone wrong, and the guy on the board of ace-9 is gonna lead out. It seems a bit shady, doesn't it? Anyway, ace queen in the small blind. Did blinds went up again. We face a bet here. I think we have to call this. We're not. Oh, we 3-bet is apparently we make a squeeze play. Pretty low, which should give it more respect, but we don't get it. Just make the C bet here on 393 because if he calls it 3 bet, it's gonna miss his range. And he folds, so we take a bunch of chips again. Ace 10 middle position suited. We get an open before us and I just flat, I think. This is the guy we played with previously. Ace 10 is a bit narrow here, and on a board of queen 7 queen, I think I just check behind. I play paired boards fair passive and I hit my 10. So the guy bets, this guy shoves, and I think I insta or I re-raise him thinking my 10 is good here. And it is. The guy has ace jack of diamonds. So he got a gut shot and a flush draw, which he assumed was good. And I called him with a 10 because I didn't put him on a queen there. I did think about that for a while though, but I want to isolate and get this guy out. Ace queen again. We min raise, fold. We get a call, and I think we get a call here as well. Yeah. So ace queen, we have a gut shot and an over, so the 10. But we check, and he checks behind, and we get a flush draw with it. So I think he bets. I have to call here. I mean, we have a nut flush draw and a 10 to the nuts. But we miss, like jack pairs. He bets, I fold. Oh, he checks, I check behind, and he has a king. I think if I bet here, I actually would have won it, but king 4 rather than big blind. Why not, right? Seems like uber trash to do that. Like if I bet there, he's gone. 9-10 min raise. Get a call. Flop comes ace high, so I'm gonna c bet here, and we get a fold. As I said, a lot of people are scared of the ace, and if they're just flat, they don't have a strong ace. He didn't have an ace because, you know, blinds on blinds usually don't have an ace. Ace 9 in the hijack. Now this is cutoff, this is the hijack. But we do min raise here, and we do get a call out of the big blind again. Guy has like no big blinds. Check and I make a c bet. No, I check behind because he has nothing, I think. Queen, he checks. I check behind. I have gut shots, and I make it. So I have the straight here. He checks. I bet. He folds. I just want to make this same bluffy that he calls it off with anything like 2 pair or something, but it doesn't. Like if he had 2 pair, probably would shove there. But I find it out. It's just flat there with no big blinds. And I was thinking about this guy, like, when I was playing that hand, I was actually thinking about that guy, as in, I'm gonna call him if he shoves because he has nothing. But he was playing really, really tight, even with short stack, and here he has, nothing. I tried to isolate, but the guy behind me makes a move. And why do I call here? Oh, it's double. He was also all in. They all have an ace. He might beat, him I didn't. But he only had 8 big blinds. I think I never could have folded there. But hey, split pot, I'm happy with that. So here I have ace jack, standard min raise. Get folded all around, I think. No, get a call out of the big blind. Flop comes 7-3-6 high. I think I make a continuation bet here. No, check behind. And the 2 doesn't change anything. Check again then normally. Yep. 4 doesn't change anything unless he's playing with a 5 here, which seems unlikely. Check, I'm ahead of his range, so there's no need to bet here. Yeah, he had 10-9, so he had a gut shot. So maybe he would have flooded on the river with a gut shot. A6. I'm getting pretty low here, so I try to make a steal, and we get a call for some odd reason. We have a gut shot and an overcard. I think I make a c bet here to look strong. I mean, I have no big blinds, and I'm playing this really slow, like I didn't shove or anything. So I think I got most value out of that. That's possible. And then I blind down a bit more. I get kings in the small blind. This guy opens for way too much, I think. I obviously shove. I have kings, and he has to call here. There's no way he's getting away from this hand. This is very deep already, by the way. I think we're like 300 players out of the 5,500. Flop was a bit scary because he actually has Jack King, so Jack would have been good and Queen would have been split pot. But I mean, being up with kings against Jack King is always good. So here we have 13 big blinds. We are in middle position and we have an ace, suited ace. Get a call again out of the blinds. Like, this is so weird that I get calls out of the blinds so often. We flop the nuts flush draw, so we're gonna see bet this. Nope, we're gonna check it. We hit a raise with the nut flush draw, then we're gonna bet it. Okay, then we're gonna bet it. So the late C bet apparently, but the guy checked to us twice, so he probably doesn't have anything. Like if he has an ace there, he calls or he shoves on me. And this is the hand that's okay. So we have ace jack. We're down to 15 big blinds. Gets fold to the bottom, who opens shoves here with 13 big blinds. Like, this is a snap call. We have ace jack, guy folds, and we flop our ace. Pretty good, right? Running diamonds, we have a diamond blocker. Whatever. Nope, guy had king 4 of diamonds. So we totally have him crushed here. I mean, he has life card, sure, but when this flop comes, he's drawing to 3 jacks. But then he makes runner 4%er. Great, I'm down to 2 big blinds. And then this hand, I actually fold 2 hands, which seems unlikely with 2 big blinds or less than 2 big blinds with antis being there. And we get before us an open shove, an open rear shove, but I have 6s and 2 big blinds. Like, I'm never gonna lay this down. So we obviously call, gets folded around. Flop comes jack 9-5, an 8, and an ace. Like, the 8 gives me the gut shot, but the ace totally crushes me, right? Ace 9, guy has ace 9 open shoves. Got called by ace king, but sucked out, man. Well, that was the end of it. I ended 246th out of 5,500, which is still a decent run. I think if we didn't lose that ace jack there against the king 4, we would have had about 28 big blinds, which would have been enough to play around with, and we could have continued there. But we didn't get there, we got sucked out on. That's poker, I guess. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you for next one.